Invited by your best friend to the opening night. I can't say that freaking word. You was self-centered. Yeah. You are furious? How could Alyssa forget to tell you something so... What does it say? Okay, I'm done with this game. I'm done. What is this game? What's up, YouTube? Splizee Gaming here, and welcome to the Ghost of You. Now, I know this is another reading game. I know, and I'm sorry. But peep the hair. You see that? Braids twist on deck, bro. Peep the sweater. Peep the sweater. You like my sweater? I know you guys are probably tired of me reading 24/7, but it's okay. We got Doki Doki tomorrow, so just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me, okay? What the frick am I doing, bro? Alright, new game. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are either the products of the... Okay, I can't even read all that. The game contains graphic descriptions of violent, gore, and death. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay. Hold up. Let me turn this up. Oh. They playing my music. Ooh. Yeah. Hold up, baby. Bro, this is my music, bro. What the freak, bro? How did they know? Ever since you can remember, you have always loved music. The bright, booming sounds of brass, the passion of gamers behind each instrument, bro. I said gamers, supposed to be players. You love the vibration from the strings, the sound of the tenders and falsettos. Yeah. In every way, in even more ways than those, you have always loved music, and you have always wanted to be a part of us. I can't say these words. As well as your dream of being a part of it. You have always dreamed of performing. I mean, maybe. You are no stranger to the passions of playing an instrument. You love the sensation of your violin strings against your fingers. It is something you relish, something you truly got lost in. And only in your nightmares do you experience the sheer terror of losing your hands or fingertips. You have lost count of the songs that pluck at your own heartstrings. Learning at a young age has served your ambition well. The opportunities to see this have passed you by time and time again. They are sporadic in their arrivals to the nearest city. And even then, you have not been able to bring yourself to attend. You have felt deeply anxious about going. The anxiety has been present for many reasons. One being that have felt frightened at the idea it may not live up to your passionate expectations. Or secondarily, that it may even go above and beyond them, only serving to fuel a dream that you might not yet obtain. You feel as though you cannot win with your mental state right now. It has dragged you down to the darkest abyss. After the year you've had, the last thing you need is something else in your life to break. Now let's just get something straight here. That was kinda deep. Did y'all understand that? Did y'all understand what was going on? Then freaking go back and read it again. I'm not about to explain myself over and over again. Just read it. Just read it. Go back and read it. But tonight is a special case. And Montanious, in your history, for better or worse. Tonight you have been invited by your best friend to the opening night. I can't say that freaking word! Until recent reverberations, oh my gosh. But not only that, your best friend Elisa is in the performance. It is her first performance at somewhere so prestigious, and is eager for you to see her on stage. She is able to bring a +1, and she has chosen you. She has promised you the privilege of being able to go to the backstage, of getting to meet those in the small group she finds herself in. And really, you know, that's the thrill of such an unexpected opportunity. It's far too great to miss from your anxiety of fear. Yo, fear sometimes can be stronger than love. Did you know that, guys? Okay. You still yourself for a week solid, mentally preparing through your grief and social anxieties. You feel very nervous, but deniably excited. Tonight, you get really faster than ever before. At this moment in time, you are you are stood in the hovel of your bedroom, or at least you think it's still a bedroom, between the paper sheets of your music compositions, bed sheets on your mattress, old food containers, and cards. You don't really blame yourself for being unable to find the motivation to tidy up after yourself. There's even a photo album on the floor that you accidentally knocked with your foot as you groggily stood up today. They're using all these big words, but you shake your thoughts free from your head, as tonight is the night you have been waiting for. Tonight you have finally gotten yourself out of bed, kicked aside those looming sheets of paper and the week's fifth can of something or another, and move your favorite 3 pictures on your bedside table out in front a little more, almost, in a way where they can watch over you. That's kind of creepy. What the heck? She getting in a tub? Okay, you decide to take a long warm bath first. It clears your mind, at least slightly, of some of the worry and sadness you have had over the past few weeks. And as you return to your messy room, you dress up as smartly as you possibly can. After you're dressed, you throw your towel well on red over your jacket. It's very cold. It's a time of year you want to look as formal as possible without freezing to death. Before you leave, you toy with the idea of stopping to take one last look around your bedroom, just to see if there's anything you forgot, or perhaps just to soak in fact that it's the first time you've left your flat properly to somewhere that isn't a village store in almost 6 months. 6 months is a freaking long time. Will you look around your bedroom, or will you proceed straight to the... I'm just gonna go off. Are you sure you're ready to depart? It's quite a walk away and time is ticking around. You won't be able to return home. Take a second look. Anything? No, I'm going. What if there's something there? You spent too much time in this place lately anyway. After feeling as though you have thoroughly checked your room over for anything you may need for tonight, you give yourself the once over in the mirror, tucking every refuge strand of hair back into place. Wrap what you could call your signature red shawl night tight and neat against your shoulders, and make a best effort to look as wonderful as possible as you can. You grab your bag at the side of the door. Though you don't really remember what's in here, you don't care to check either. Your eyes meet with your own violin before you leave, and you smile as you close your door, as you imagine that perhaps one day, one freaking day, you too could be in that. Bro, I'm about to look this word up. I don't know how to say this word. Symbolic? No, I don't say symbolic. Symphonic, there we go. Symphony. So symphonic and symphony, right? I'm pretty sure. Symphony, symphonic, symphony. Alright, cool. Tonight could well be the night of the beginning of your dreams. No wonder you were terrified. Who knew that what you were going to meet after all? You lock the door behind you. Your feet crunch along the gravel as you walk. You are finally on your way to the Symphony Hall. Or Symphony Hall. There we go, Symphony. I said Symphony. Looking behind you in the dark always felt slightly anonymous, but you could never figure out why. In this sleepy village, nothing dangerous has ever happened to your knowledge. But perhaps the most frightening thing of all is that not the innocents themselves, but the mere potential for something dreadful to happen at the hands of another. The idea that there might just be monsters lurking in the dark, the grisling horrors of humans' world, the perspective of bro, why did it got all these big old words, man? Predatory behavior being a very real reality. You shiver as you walk and push the sensation of danger to the back of your mind, despite that you cannot see too far out of your head. Guys, you guys may be wondering, why am I stubborn over all of these words? Bro, it's freaking 7 in the morning, bro. Y'all see that? Yeah, it's 7:47, bro. So don't even try to come at me like that. Don't come at me, bro. I know how to read, okay? Okay. Let me just save right fast. There we go. The moon is out in full, looming anonymously in the navy blue sky, amidst a blanket of stars shimmering silently in the cold wind beneath them. As your teeth chatter with tiny clicks and clacks, you pull your warm shawl around your shoulders once more, snug and comforting? Yeah, comforting. You are thankful that the earlier the rain of this day has finally come to an halt, even if that has made for a rather freezing cold nighttime. Why did music stop? But as you walk forth, you begin to notice something. You feel as though you are not alone, which in itself is rather strange, considering you come from around rather remote small town. You were surprised that was even coming here to somewhere as small and in this insignificant as this, let alone hearing far off footsteps that still sound a little too close for your liking. The more you walk, the closer you hear them. You feel a horrible prickle up your neck. Will you turn around and check? Yes. As you turn around to check your surroundings, you let out a sigh of relief as you see nothing behind you. But you begin to understand that darkness is preventing you from seeing everything that might be there. You notice that your forehead has bended line of cold sweat against the skin. Your already breast pace quickens. You feel your breeze puff off against you as you walk through the icy breeze. Icy breeze, there we go, ice breeze. And your ears are met with the deafening sound of silence. It is interrupted only by the crunch of your footsteps. The sharp scent of pine trees waft against your nose like, bro, what are these stupid words, bruh? And your lips dry from the cold night's mists. Something about the atmosphere around you already makes it feel like a night to remember. Your ears prick up to the sound of those footsteps again. No matter how you try to push it back, your blood runs cold as you realize that a horrible sensation is lingering over you. It creeps slowly up your back to the point you almost want to scream. You find yourself moving along the, oh my god, the frothy path by following your walk to breathe into the sprint. You are feeling as though the shadow's light fingers are resting gently and uninvited on your shoulder. You continue to run faster, and after what feels like a lifetime of braving the cold and the fright, another light begins to rise on the horizon. You will recognize this as the doorway to the Senate Hall and breathe a relief sign. You feel the familiar relief that the light always brings, that it will save you from the unwelcome darkness. As you approach, you begin to hear faint mumbles of the conversation. The Senate Hall has a long and installation. Oh yeah! It was used periodically by your music teacher when they were young, as well as the other members of your town whenever they wanted to learn. But that was many years ago. That was over like 40 years ago. And as far as you know, there hasn't been any performance here in a long time. You always felt a little sad upon remembering such a thing, but not tonight. Your eyes meet with the silhouettes standing in the light. There's shiller laughter accompanied by chattering voices and click of wine glasses against one another. Your stomach hurts at the thought of interacting with so many new people. As quickly as you become lost in your thoughts, you are wrenched away as your boots come to an abrupt halt against the pebbles beneath you. You feel as though your hair is a mess. You and your appearance is, I don't know, from all the walking and running it took to get here. But even as you stand, you begin to observe your surroundings and feel the warmth of the room melting into your cheeks. thawing you from the inside out, and your stomach churning again begins to unroll into a calm, welcome sensation. You take one last step. You took one last look out from behind you. There's no monsters to be seen. You laugh to yourself privately. There is no such thing as monsters. ... Right? Do you believe in monsters? Anything is possible, but you find yourself in a surprisingly challenging thought of patterns. What if, with the question of monsters, did they really exist? What defines something as a monster? Were you thinking of the boogeyman or somebody human waiting in the wings? What really happened out there? Was there an innumerable amount of questions with no possible way to ever find out a concrete answer to them all? Especially now. You give the cloakroom attendant your bag in a daydream, and she has to repeat your last name twice back to you to snap you out of your thoughts. You receive the key with your locker number on it. In exchange, you wander away, still wondering just what really happened on the walk to the hall. Turning around, your eyes meet with several mahogany chart. Oh my gosh, okay. Can the freaking music stop? Okay, it's so loud. Your breath is taken away by the luxurious appearance of the lobby before you. Was this really the place that Ursula was so cordially invited to? You always couldn't help but wonder why you weren't also invited, given that the two of you often did busking and commission work together. You felt almost ashamed every time you thought about it for too long. Feeling of, oh my god, they got bottles everywhere, bro, shut up! You see many rich, expensive taperies, wooden with the equality, You raise an eyebrow at seeing that even the plastic plants dotted around the room appear to be rare. You barely even know where to start. Upon looking around the lobby itself, you notice that there are 3 doorways, one of which appears to be guarded by an attendant, standing nervously with her pigtailed hair resting gently on her shoulders and adjusting her glasses every few seconds. Another door which you assess to be the bathrooms, and a third door which you can clearly see from the way 2 women stagger out in formal dress with. Bro, I couldn't even freaking understand what I was reading when that was happening. All I heard was blah, 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 pouring wine glasses, people talking, freaking everything moving around. Freaking footsteps. That's all I heard. Okay, bro, now I can read in peace. Laughing on each other's shoulders is almost certainly the bar. You also note that there are large navy blue double doors that you deduce immediately to be the gateway to the stage area, but you cannot enter there just yet. For the time being, you indulge the ideal of exploring the hall in all of its expensive glory, as you feel as though you need to clear your head before Alyssa finds you tonight. You now have the opportunity to look around for a while. Where will you check first? I mean, I'm gonna check the bar. I'm gonna check the bathrooms, bro, cause I need to use the bathroom. As you manage to weave your way in and out of the other smartly dressed patrols, your eyes glance over shimmers of expensive gold necklace, vibrant rubies, and tailor-made suits. You carefully excuse yourself from bumping anyone's side and make yourself to the restrooms to check your appearance and freshen up a little. As you manage, okay, I already read that. You open the doorway and your eyes are immediately surprised by the, who's pouring wine in the bathroom? Okay, okay. So you gonna tell me people in the bathroom pouring wine? How is that even possible? I should not be hearing no other people in the bathroom. It should be silent. You open the doorway and your eyes are immediately surprised. The walls are covered in wallpaper of vivid green forestry, and the skins are made with the most exquisite look blue. Oh my gosh, acquainted by effects, gold tapes, and red velvet rug beneath your feet. A shivered chandelier hanging over your head, and some rather unglamorous. Bro, what's up with all these big old words, bro? Gray cubic. Who just texted me? Next, gray cubicles next to you by comparison. Only one cubicle is occupied. A woman having an intense conversation with herself, full of pep and vigorous and self-appreciation, and such as you decide not to interrupt with too loud of a noise. So I'm a girl then, right? You can do it. You can do it. You don't have to wait. You can do it. You can do it. Don't think about everything else. You have heard the mumbling and leaned against the freshly cleaned sinks, peering into the mirror and checking your appearance. You splash a little water over your face, unable to shake the feeling that voice in the bathroom stall sounds incredibly familiar. As you turn to leave, the toilets inside the occupied cubicle flushes and you intuitively turn to face them as they exit. The doors opens and two of you look at each other with startled, wide eyes. Oh, the two of you stop dead in your tracks. You feel frozen to the spot. The voice was not only familiar, but somehow that you knew better than anyone in the room. Weird, okay. The woman before you cannot bring herself to speak first, but even though there is attention, you feel it is not hostile. The ice needs to be broken before things take a turn for the further awkward. You must be the one to do so. Libertado! She gaps, her emerald eyes shining at you in a stunned, breathless moment. What will you say? Monica? What? What are you doing here? Who is this? Monica flinches at your words. You feel a knife of guilt twist in your chest. The two of you stand frozen to the spot, apart from one another and with a gaze over your eyes so glassy that you feel as though you aren't sure whether to cry or leave immediately. Monica wants the love of your life and currently not your girlfriend though. Your own decision stands before you. She looks stunned, utterly shell-shocked to see you, and you winged your hand with anxiety. What on earth was she doing here? Were you both really going to talk about your issues here in the bathroom of a seminar hall? Opening night? Surely if Alyssa has known Monica would be here, she would have told you, right? You feel confused and alarmed. On top of that, Monica looks more upset than she does anything else. What did you want to say? What could you say? You are beyond shocked to see her, but you are even more surprised that you have never seen her look so stunned in any of the moments that the two of you spent together. This was pure, undiluted emotion. She genuinely wasn't expecting to see you at all, if ever again. Liberto, she finally stumbers out. She shakes her head. What are you doing here? What? She pauses and runs a hand through her hair, her eyes closing in frustration. Dang it, of course. Alyssa is here, isn't she? She signed with an angry exaggeration, but you can tell it isn't aimed at you. How could I see so stupid not to assume that I thought she had a partner, but there is a long pause. You visibly see Monica shiver at the idea that she has entered her head. What is it? Yeah, what is it? What's wrong? Monica pauses, seeing your expression, and shakes her head quickly, running a hand hastily through her hair. No, it's nothing, Liberto. How do you say this guy name? Or girl name? I don't know. What is going on? The woman before you is as strikingly beautiful as you remember her. You feel taken aback by the attraction, almost as if you had forgotten over the time was spent apart. Tonight, she is dressed sharply. She is wearing a white frilled blouse with a waistcoat over the top, a dark purple brooch in the middle of her collar, accompanied by dark purple stockings, a black skirt, and smartly coordinated shoes. Oh my gosh, bro. What is wrong with what is this even about? Some famous people from British or something? Her gloomy expression as if you left it all these months ago. Those familiar emerald eyes look out from under her fringe at you, desperately searching your face for answers that aren't there. What will you say? Monica, do you want me to leave? Alyssa didn't tell you anything either, huh? Yeah. Monica's expression looked as gloomy as people always thought she was, but this time, you can tell she felt utterly overwhelmed at the sight of you before her so suddenly. She turned away from you, slightly wiping her eyes with her hand as stubbly as she could manage, and even though she watered down, you still know that this was the better choice of words. No, she didn't, Monica replied sharply, her daggers aimed at Alyssa and signs as she folded her arms. She tilted her head back to look up at the tiles of the bathroom ceilings. Not that I'm surprised. I knew she never liked me much, even if we did have our moments. I swear, I thought her heart was going to leap out of her heart the moment she knew we were in this performance together. I didn't know whether to be relieved or to keep on crying when I saw you weren't on this performance too. Monica shovels around in her position a little, and you leaned against the wall facing her. Her emerald meets your gaze, and the two of you are unable to look away from each other for the moment. I cannot believe Monica begins, and she clears her throat as she finally breaks the eye contact. I can't believe Alyssa didn't tell either of us that she was planning to invite you after everything that, well, you know. Monica shifts uncomfortably, and you can feel the gravity of the situation around you too. What will you say? She was probably just trying to protect us, you know? She always been so self-centered, but she was self-centered. Yeah. You are furious? How could Alyssa forget to tell you something so... What does it say? Okay, I'm done with this game. I'm done. What is this game? Bro, if you guys want a part 2 on this, I can't really read, and it's like 8 in the morning right now. I'm not even fully woke yet, okay? So don't get mad at me. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys splice that like button. And without further ado, ladies and gents, I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys, you know, 20 likes if you guys want a part 2 on this. But take care.